General Hospital. How may I direct your call?
I need to contact somebody like a doctor that I could talk to. What happened is my mother's a patient there and she's in the psych ward and I'm trying to talk to a doctor, one of her doctors, so I can.
Okay, let me transfer you to the floor to see if they can help you. Hold on.
Okay.
Adult Talk is there. Can I help you?
My name is Francisco. I'm trying to to contact either a social worker or a doctor for Deidre Celeste Cortez. She's also known as Patient 84.
Patient who?
Patient
What's
80.
the name? What's the name of the patient?
Deidre Celeste Cortez.
The first name?
Deidre.
Deandra?
Uh-huh.
I don't have a patient by that name.
What about Celeste?
No.
I know she's her number is 84. Patient 84.
Let me transfer you somewhere else, okay?
She might be in psych.
Hold on.
Our outstanding rehabilitation program, our services are second to none.
Adult Psych can I help you?
I need to communicate with a patient's doctor or a caseworker by the name of Deidre Celeste Cortez, also known as Patient 84.
Okay, hold on. Let me transfer you.
Tourist interaction. Remember,
Hi, you reached Lorena at Southwest General Hospital Psychiatric Services Utilization Review Department. I'm sorry I cannot take your call at this time, but if you leave your name and number and a brief message, I will return your call as soon as possible. Please note that this voicemail is confidential. Thank you. To leave a message, press 1. For other options, press 9. Thank you. To start recording, press 2. To stop recording, press...
My name is Francisco Primitivo Cortez. I'm son of Deidre Celeste Cortez, also known as Patient 84. I have recently had contact with the court-appointed attorney, and she's briefing with some information that seems to be very useful. She's told me that if the doctor, like if I were to communicate with the doctor and maybe and tell him what I told her, that she's not a not a danger to herself or anything, and that I really depend on her for a lot, especially like for helping balance my budget in order, because we share a house together 50-50. I might have already told you that, but she told me that there is a possibility that she could be released early because she's not being held by the court. She does have to show up to the court, but there is a possibility that if the doctor would allow it, that she could be released to me, and would be able to at least be able to go home and then prepare for the court. And I would like to be able to, see if that's even possible. I'll leave you my contact number for in case you call me back. It's 956. 155. I would really appreciate if you call me back, because I wonder if that can even be, if that's possible. That'll be it. Please and thank you. I talked to the court-appointed attorney. She told me some things, but if it's true, the court on the 11th is just to determine if this was legal or not, if it was justified to detain her. And if it's comes out that it was not legal or justified for her to be detained, then she'll be set free. She also said that if I communicate with the doctor and the doctor could possibly release her early to me. I'm talking to the caseworker, but I'm waiting for her to respond.
What's wrong with you guys? You are not telling of the jokes or doing of the spontaneous dancing. Why would we do that? Yeah, they're like we best friends, yo. Actually, you are. It's probably running around here somewhere. I'll search the tower. I can't find it. He must have run away when we were going hard on that case. Yes, that's what must have happened. Hey there, little guy. You wanna be pals? Perhaps if you engage in your usual telling of the jokes, you will find that your friendship is as strong as ever. Nah. Who's that? Me who? These boys. Thank you for your time.
But the court-appointed attorney advised me to be there. I don't know if it's true or they're trying to lower my guard, but they said that most of the time they do not commit. But she still recommends that I be there. That's why it's very important that I be there. My name is Francisco Cortez. I'm trying to get some information on my mother that is a patient there. She's in like the third floor of the psych ward, and I'm trying to get some information.
Let me transfer you 1 second.
Okay.
Adult Psych Center, can I help you?
My name is Francisco Cortez. I'm trying to get some information on Deidre Celeste Cortez, also known as Patient 84.
Okay, and do you have you gave me the code 84. What kind of information?
I was supposed to be called back to be told about what was going to be up for their situation. I know that she's been court ordered to attend a court, and I would like to get more information. I'm her biological son, and
You'd have to talk to the social worker. I can transfer you to her line.
please, can you do that for me?
Sure. Hold on.
A menu of surgical services. We feature the finest physicians. Our state-of-the-art facility.
Southwest General Hospital, this is Lorena.
Hello, my name is Francisco Cortez. I'm trying to get some information on my mother's situation. She's a patient there. She goes by the name as Deidre Celeste Coddington Cortez, and she's also known by Patient 84.
Okay, let me transfer you over to her caseworker, okay?
Okay.
Hold on real quick. Okay.
When it comes to orthopedic care, Southwest General Hospital is a name you can trust. Many of our surgical procedures are joint related and would pair.
Sir?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to transfer you over to her voicemail or line. Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Line. A member of the team will be right with you.
You've reached the Social Service Office of the Psychiatric Department at Southwest General Hospital. If you're calling for anything related to utilization review, please do not leave a message on this voicemail as it will not be retrieved. Utilization review can be reached at 210-921-3402. Again, 210-921-3402. Otherwise, please leave a message and we'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
My name is Francisco Cortez. I'm trying to get some information on Deidre Celeste Cortez. I would like to know the situation of her status, and I would like to also get some some documents that I don't know, any documents I can get of her case. I got a number you can call back. It's hello.
Hi, Francisco.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sorry. There's something wrong with my phone. It's not ringing. So sorry about that.
Okay.
So yes, actually, I just was with the doctor in the address, and got her OPC information for the court. And so, her court date is going to be on Monday at 9:30. And how that works is then, we should give her transportation over there. And then she has a public defender basically. And then they meet with her and go in front of the judge and talk. And I guess kind of like the bottom line to all of this is that her goal is to get a guardian ad litem, and maybe this is a good means to an end to do that. At least provide some information.
Okay.
So, I mean, hopefully that works out that way.
Okay, because I have been in contact with the judge of the court case, telling what was going on. So I don't know if he might be trying to contact y'all. His name is J. Scott Hackers.
Scott Packers, you said?
No, Hackers. You know, like computer hackers. Hackers.
Oh, okay.
He's district. He's in the district attorney. District attorney. Hold on, let me get the letter. District Attorney of Texas, the United States District Courts, Southern District of Texas. So he might try to either contact. I've been on the phone with his assistant.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to let him know that the court date is on Monday.
Okay. So she's gonna be staying there till her court date.
Yes, till Monday.
And are y'all still doing the 72-hour hold on her?
Well, that kind of goes in place of so if somebody doesn't sign involuntary for treatment and the physician or the doctor, believes that they need continued care or continue to be monitored, what they do is then the OPC, and then that kind of replaces it. The court says, okay, I see that there's a need, at least by the information I'm getting, then we'll do a court date, and then I can see the person in person, and we can evaluate and assess from there.
Okay. Does she have any diagnosis or anything?
So the diagnosis was schizoaffective disorder.
Okay.
And so let me see. Let me pull up something so I can give you a very concise. So it's basically schizophrenia with a mood component. So it would be, she doesn't say she has hallucinations, but symptoms of schizophrenia, like hallucinations or delusions, and with additional symptoms of a mood disorder, such as mania or depression. Now, because the way she's presenting is with like manic, very hyperverbal, talking a lot, and it could just because she's like ramped up about situation, but that's how she presents. Like very, continuous stream of thought. So that's why she was provided with that diagnosis.
Okay. Do you know what? Do you have the liberty to tell me what is the delusions?
Well, I guess because it's difficult right now talking. I guess because it's so much information.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really tell you what. Let me get into her notes.
Because I do know that she did sign a piece of paper so it could avoid HIPAA law, so I don't know if that makes any difference.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you said. She signed a paper. What?
So we can avoid, HIPAA law, so we won't be violating HIPAA law.
Yeah. No, she signed consent so that I could speak with you.
Okay. Is there any way I can get any copies of any paperwork? I mean, I can give you.
So she has a copy of the OPC paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't provide you with anything out of the chart because how it works is you have to just, after she's discharged, then you can ask for a copy of her chart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can give me that wouldn't be violating her chart or anything like that?
Like I said, she has a copy of her OPC paperwork and the court dates and everything.
Okay.
I think that's about it right now.
Okay. Would you be able to email me that or?
No, I can't. We can't email any secure HIPAA information, just in case.
Okay. I don't know how we would be able to do this.
I don't know. Do you have a way to get here?
So far, no. I am communicating with some friends that are lawyers, and they're trying to help me as best as possible to see if I can get up there.
Right. Well, like I said, this is a temporary situation, so it's not going to last forever.
So I have one question about the court. So are they trying to permanently commit her?
No. Mm-mm. That never. That only happens in like extreme cases, like when someone is a threat to themselves or other in extreme danger. In which case, that's a whole nother thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like I said, her goal of getting a guardia ad litem. Maybe this is a means to an end.
Yeah. I've never really, the psychologist that I've talked to has never ever said that was a delusion. I mean, he always said that this is a very complex situation, that it has a flavor of delusional thinking, but it is, what she claims is true, and there are documents to back it up.
Right, I think it's because it's like really a lot of information. Like I said, she's very hyper-verbal. She's talking a lot, very fast. It's like pieces of information here and there. So
yeah.
I
always thought. The psychologist I spoke to always said that it was PTSD, that it could trigger her to have she just have the spew out moments because she feels like that. Everything's caving in on her because it's a lot of information to process, and it's very hard to explain to people. I mean, I have read something online where there's a form of schizophrenia it's kind of abnormal than the regular schizophrenia. It's mostly provoked by PTSD that does a similar to schizophrenia.
So like a psychosis?
Yeah, kind of like a similar of a psychosis. Is it something like that?
And again, so like when somebody comes here, the doctor, they just have like know a person for a short period of time. It's hard to do
I figured
a big full assessment. So
Yeah, it would take a little bit more time to do that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
one question: the diagnosis that she has, is it treatable?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
But
so it's not like a permanent thing if she gets the right treatment. Like
Yeah.
like get a good psychologist to basically communicate with her and everything like that to she could get
Well,
better.
So, severe and persistent mental illnesses such as schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, bipolar disorder, all the different kinds of bipolar disorder, and like major depressive disorder usually require someone to be on medication to be treated where they can be, stable and functioning.
Okay.
So usually there's a medication component, but
that would
you
be
know.
that would be kind of complicated because that would be it would be it's against our spiritual beliefs to take any
Okay.
medication. So unless it's
because of the, she said she was seven-day Adventist. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But we're
I
also-
didn't know that.
we're-
Okay, thank you for the information.
Yes, 7-day Adventist, 7-day Adventist, and we do have native Otominguez, so we have our own traditional medicines, more herbal.
So what would you take for a mental health related diagnosis?
Well, usually our tribe would either give what's called marijuana for what's called either for basically for PTSD or anything psychological trauma.
Say it again. What is it?
It was marijuana.
Oh, okay.
They
All
give
right. That's what I
marijuana.
thought it was.
Yes, cannabis. That's more of a traditional tribal medicine that they prescribe. But
Okay.
that's pretty much the most one. We don't really believe in any of the mind-altering drugs because not only it's harmful for the body, it can be very addictive.
Okay. The only problem, and I'm all for medical marijuana, but one problem that can happen with people who have a mental health related illness
Mm-hmm.
is that marijuana can actually exacerbate symptoms of mental illness.
Yes.
And cause people to hallucinate, or because everybody's body chemistry is different.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
I understand.
yeah, so-
I understand that they have what they usually do is they give you the low THC strains to not
okay.
to have to be able to at least see how you react to it. If it reacts positively, they'll continue to give more of the higher THC. But
Okay.
if it doesn't seem to work, then it's pretty much counseling is the next
Okay.
option.
Well, and definitely as a social worker, I am all for counseling. I think that behavioral therapy and cognitive therapy are just, really, really helpful for many situations, particularly with anxiety, PTSD,
Mhm.
depression. So, yeah. So, and there's no one real answer. It's like a whole bunch of things together.
Mhm.
So then it's whatever works for an individual.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So what I can tell you now is that the court date is on Monday.
Monday.
She has the paperwork. So, if you came in person,
I'll,
you could get a copy.
I'll see what I can do. I've been communicating with some people that might be able to get me up there, but
Okay.
it's right now it's just up in the air. They're trying their best as possible. All right. Well.
Well, let us know. I'd love to meet you in person. So,
Okay.
if you happen to be able to make it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
All
you
right,
for your, you can give me some more information. I appreciate it.
Okay.
right, have a good day.
Well, I have one question.
Mhm.
Okay. She's not. Is she having any? Is she getting her thyroid medication?
I'm not exactly sure, but I can check. I imagine that she is.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that she's taking her levothyroxine.
Let me check.
Should be 112 milligrams
Of what exactly?
of levothyroxine.
Let me see. No. Yep, she's got that.
Okay.
Yep.
And she's not on any medication right now, right? Other than levothyroxine?
Tylenol.
Tylenol, okay.
Let's see. There's stuff that's ordered, but I don't think she's taking it.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if she's even taking that, but she's definitely, she has that, the medication you just said.
Okay.
And this is from the levothyroxine.
Okay, I am a little concerned about. I heard that she might be moving to another hospital, like a San Antonio State Hospital. Is that true?
No.
Okay.
No.
So pretty much
Nope.
it's just the court. It's pretty much the court case, and then it's whatever they decide.
Yeah, but and then usually, I mean, people are only here for like a week at a time.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe after that, her next court date will be the 19th, and usually they have to say, like, you know, either she's really harmed herself or others, and they can need continued care, or, you know what, we've had a chance to evaluate her and see her for a while, and she's totally fine. This is her baseline, and she's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a more strong possibility that she might be able to go home after the, court day.
Yeah. Or after the court date, it might just be, you know, a few more days, but it'll be really up to them.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
One question. I got another question. I'm sorry. The stuff that she stated about, like, the paperwork that she has, have y'all read it?
So I read through a little bit of it, but I haven't had time to do all of it.
Okay, because, you know, I would like for you to be able to have the chance to read it, because there is a reference from the FBI where they talk about how she had past diagnosis that she was what's called delusional, and then they say that the newer documents kind of contradict the old ones. And the newer ones just say that she's, you know, sane, but just with PTSD and some other disorders. You know, I just would like for you to be able to at least read that, so, because,
Okay.
you know, I just would like for her to have a at least fair judge, you know, be judged fairly, because the last thing I really need, I mean, I know I've been hearing, the one last doctor I talked that was from Border Region was talking about that she had delusional about a woman named Betsy Prince.
Mm-hmm.
But I have what's called paperwork, and some other fellow friends have paperwork that she did an injustice, and the last psychologist that I had actually denounced the Betsy Prince for not having basically she doesn't have any legal documents in order to practice and diagnose people, and he has reported a violation of her civil rights. So, I mean, I've been hearing a lot about that is not true, that people are saying that Betsy Prince is a delusion, but I would like to confirm that it is true and it is known fact. Okay.
And I think that's probably where it's hard when you meet somebody for the first time to know any of this, because she has so much going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll 100% be devoting some time to looking through that stuff. And she has all her documents anyway that she can bring to court with her.
Okay.
So that'll be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. Do you know anything about her condition? About she has Guillain-Barré? Because it's really important for me to tell y'all. She does have Guillain-Barré. And
yeah, that's not at all a question.
Okay,
no problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that y'all have all her pretty much a big majority of her medical records.
Well, I don't think we have her medical records, but you know, no one's calling that into question.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. All right. So I'll get in touch with you then about if there's any updates. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Deidre Celeste Cortez.
Celeste, you said?
Yeah, Cortez. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what floor the patient's on?
I believe she might be on top floor on psych.
Is it the third floor?
I think so.
Okay, well, let me transfer you over there. Just
All right.
a minute, please. This is the second floor, just so next time ask for the third floor, okay?
Okay, ask for the third floor. Okay.
Neurological, surgical weight loss, and
Reception says Anna.
Can I speak to a patient 84 by the name of Deidre Celeste Cortez?
84.
Yes.
Deidre? She's still asleep right now. Do you want to give her a message?
If she could call her son back,
What is your name, sir?
Francisco Printil Cortez.
Francisco Cortez. I'll tell her.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Good morning. Thank you for calling South General Hospital.
I need to get some information from a doctor about a patient named by Deidre Celeste Cortez. I know she's on the third floor, but I'm trying to find out if if they're going to be releasing her
Hold.
today.
Hold on.
Okay.
Psych department agent speaking.
I have a question. It's I'm trying to get some information about a patient by the name of Deidre Celeste Cortez. I have been cleared by HIPAA law so I can receive this information. I'm her biological son. I'm trying to find out if she's going to be released today because she was put in there for a 72-hour hold. And it ends at like 9:30 a.m. And I'm trying to see if they're going to honor the 72-hour hold.
Oh, okay. The only answer I have for you, only the doctor can discharge her,
Okay.
and the doctor's not here yet.
Okay. When is he?
As soon as the doctor get here and whatnot, I have her to call you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you for calling the San Antonio Division of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Para español, oprima el número 9. If this is an immediate emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you would like to file a complaint regarding internet fraud, please visit our Internet Crime Complaint Center at www.ic3.gov. If you have a complaint or would like to report suspicious activity, please press 1. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. If you are a sworn law enforcement officer and need assistance, please press 2. If you would like information regarding FBI hiring, please visit our website at www.fbijobs.gov. If you are calling regarding the status of an application, please press 3. If you need to contact the FBI's Community Outreach Program, please press 4. If you are a member of the media, please press 5. To reach an operator, please press 0. FBI.
I need to make a report.
Hold on.
You have reached the FBI's public access line.
This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima 2.
Please choose from the following options. If you wish to report online crime, email hoax, or scam, press 1. If you wish to report suspicious activity that may be related to terrorism, press 2. If you wish to report a network intrusion matter or provide a tip on an FBI fugitive, press 3. If you wish to report public corruption, a civil rights violation, or white-collar crime, press 4. If you wish to report some other federal violation falling under the FBI's investigative jurisdiction, press 5.
Thank you for calling the FBI. How can I help you?
My name is Francisco Primitivo Cortez, and I need to make a report, and also at the same time, it's like a crime, and I also need it to be basically documented. What it is let me give you my phone number, so just in case we get disconnected. It's 956-962-9155. And I also would like to get your badge number and your name, please.
My name is Philip. My number's 9261.
Okay. Okay, let me tell you what's happened. What happened is my mother was... I made a report a while ago, and it was I report this to an agent by the name of Jeremy, and his badge number is 9198. And I also reported to another lady, but I didn't get her badge number, but I do have a recording of the phone call. But what it is my mother has been detained for at this hospital, and she has a court case, and she talked to her court-appointed attorney, and she's saying that that they're gonna flat out refuse for her to submit her evidence in order to prove that she was unlawfully detained at a mental hospital. And I can give you the case number of the court.
Well, we actually already have this complaint on file and it's being looked at right now. Okay.
Okay, I just got a hold of my information that she's being they're gonna refuse to let her submit any evidence, and that's at least against the law.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's the same. I don't know. I believe it's the same person that we're having the thing. I can give you the case number, so you at least.
Well, I already have it here.
Okay. But yeah, But yeah, I don't know what to do on that case, because they're not gonna allow me to even be at least be able to call in or them call me and be able to at least give my testimony that what she's saying is true. And this just gets kind of even complicated, because I really depend on her, and I don't know what I'm gonna need to do, because we pay 50-50 and everything, and I'm gonna end up being homeless, and it's gonna result in me dying. I got horrible health problems, and if I'm not able to at least have somewhere to stay and everything, and then the fact that she's being illegally held without any reason, this just gets... They're just violating a lot of her civil rights, and then they're committing a lot of felonies because they're lying, and they won't even allow the evidence to even be pursued.
Okay.
Alright, well, that's pretty much it. Hopefully y'all can help, because that is...
Yeah.
That's got
we'll have this information documented, and we'll see what we can do, okay?
Alright. Thank you.
Alright, sir, you're welcome. You have a good day.
Alright. You too.
Bye.
Thank you for calling the San Antonio Division of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Para español, prima número 9. If this is an immediate emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you would like to file a complaint regarding internet fraud, please visit our Internet Crime Complaint Center at www.ic3.gov. If you have a complaint or would like to report suspicious activity, please press 1. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. If you are
You have reached the FBI's public access line. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima 2. Please choose from the following options. If you wish to report online crime, email hoax, or scam, press 1. If you wish to report suspicious activity that may be related to terrorism, press 2. If you wish to report a network intrusion matter or provide a tip on an FBI fugitive, press 3. If you wish to report public corruption, a civil rights violation, or white-collar crime, press 4. If you wish to report some other federal violation falling under the FBI's investigative jurisdiction, press 5.
FBI, how can I help you?
I'm trying to get connected so I can get a report done. I want to report a what's called a violation of civil rights.
What is your name?
My name is Francisco Printil Cortez, and I did what it is. I did make a report with a Jeremy, and his badge number was 9198. But it was about how they illegally detained my my mother under what's called a 72-hour, and I want to report that they're violating the Baker's Act by holding her more than 72 hours. She was supposed to be released on what's called December 8th at 9:30, but they're still continuing to holding her.
Okay, what is your phone number?
It's 956 962 9155. And the reason I'm reporting is because they continue violating her civil rights. There ain't no court order at all. So there's no reason to hold her more than 72 hours, and they continue to hold her.
But who's holding her? Why did they take her in the first place?
The first place was they were saying that basically a blind doctor said that she went to Border Region, and here in Laredo on Papa Street, Border Region behavior thing. Well, she was going there because we have a federal court case, and she was trying to get a guardian ad litem, and she couldn't get one because she tried to get one saying that she was crazy, but the court says that she's not crazy, and she can't get it for delusional disorders because she's not, because they have evidence that proves that she's not. So they won't give her a guardian ad litem for being delusional. So we went to go to Border Region to get treatment for PTSD, because that's another way to get a guardian ad litem. So this blind doctor decides to diagnose her delusional, saying that the court is not real, and none of these things that are happening in the court is real at all. When we try to present them the court papers to prove that there is, they refuse to acknowledge it, and the fact that he's blind, he's unable to read the document. So he goes ahead and diagnoses her and decides to hold her for 72 hours. So they took her for 72 hours illegally because she wasn't suicidal or homicidal or even threat to the public. So Webb County comes and transfers her to a Southwest General Hospital in San Antonio. Now she's being held there, and they're not respecting the Baker's Act because it's already more than 72 hours has already passed, because after 72 hours they can't hold her anymore. She can volunteer to commit herself, but she wouldn't do that. So now they're holding her illegally, and they're refusing to let her go, and there ain't no court order making her happen to be there. She does have a court case, but the court case doesn't really require her to be hold for more than 72 hours. So she has the right to leave, but they're refusing. I've been trying to get in contact with the doctor, and he's avoiding and everything. And I've talked to the court-appointed attorney. She's telling me that I have to communicate with the doctor in order to even try to get her to release her. But he is refusing, and she's not even supposed to even be held more than 72 hours. So this is a violation of her civil rights. It's on the line of
Okay, but now, and you said you reported this?
Yeah, I reported it to him. He says he couldn't do anything until he passed it to somebody to see on it. But I haven't heard anything back, and I just wanted to give an update because at the time they were holding her for 72 hours, and they had no reason to hold her for 72 hours. Now it's gotten to the point where they're even holding her for more than 72 hours, and that's against the law to hold her somebody more than 72 hours. It'd be a violation of the Baker's Act. So they're going I believe that they're guilty on false imprisonment, and that's a federal crime, a felony. So I want to get this documented, so if they continue to violate her civil rights, I'll at least be able to have something to, at least if I had to go to civil court, I'll at least have something to prove that I was reporting these crimes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I will definitely get everything documented here for you, okay?
I still believe that somebody should investigate the border region and the hospital, Southwest General Hospital in San Antonio for lease fraud, because that's, how can they illegally detain somebody more than 72 hours and then refuse to withhold them? There's no court order, nothing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I will get everything documented for you, okay?
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.